The 4-step process we are teaching you in this video is going to radically transform your tango walk. So if you are a tango dancer, you know how important the tango walk, la caminata, is. And in this video, we teach you a 4-step process to make your tango walking much more powerful, connected, and musical.
The walk is the base of our dance. It's very, very important, like Anne said. It's important because without a good base, it's difficult to build things, to build more steps, more sequences. So that's why it's so important that you understand the technique and you understand how to use the energy as well, because we notice a lot of students that they put the energy all around the place and all the tension goes in the arms, and when you understand how to put the distribution of your energy in the walk, you will see it's much more simple than what you think and it's going to feel amazing.
And just before we get started, we are Pablo and Anne from Tango Space. And between the two of us, we have over 30 years of combined tango teaching experience. So trust us, the exercises we are sharing with you in this video have been tried and tested over thousands of students, and they work. If you were to join us in one of our immersive tango retreats in London or in Paris, and we were to do a session focused on the walk, which we would do, then here are the 4 exercises we would focus on.
So the first exercise that we want to do is with the feet together in front of your partner. We are going to open the toes and we are going to push the floor to go towards our partner from the center, from the floor, but using the center going forward. What we want is to have that intention towards our partner in the practice embrace. This is a practice embrace, taking your partner from the arms.
This is very important because from the beginning, by engaging your muscles to go towards your partner from the floor, you are becoming straight away a more active dancer. Very important for the leader and the follower.
We do this in this way because in the beginning we want to focus more on the connection and in the journey of the step. That's why in the practice embrace will help you also to understand that. So here, first the intention, I start pushing the floor to bring my center forward and to invite her. Do you see how she's already understanding the direction of the step? And then I'm going to go with my knee, and then we are going to travel together, and then we are going to land together. So what we want is basically to keep always the same distance between the upper body, and we want invite our partner. So here when I go forward, Anne is going forward with her center. So she stay with me, she's not going back. She stay with me and she's waiting for me to invite her to go. So when we decide to go, we push together into the step.
So for the followers, we are going to feel the intention of the leader and we are going to respond. By intention, we mean that when we go into the embrace, pushing from the floor, giving the intention forward, so the bodies are tilting towards our partner, but we are not falling, we are still on our axis. I feel that Pablo is already putting more of his chest towards me. So I feel that he's already giving me the direction. We are going to go in this way. And when I feel that, I don't go straight away. This is the most common tango mistake. So ladies, stay with the leader, let them give you the direction, and instead go towards them, giving them the opposite energy. So I think that my upper body wants to go here, up and forward, and at the same time I prepare my leg, so my free leg is extending. Notice how straight my leg is. I am not bending the knee, but I am not landing. I am just preparing the movement. That gives him the time to prepare the step and then push, and we push together. So we are always followers keeping this intention forward throughout the walk.
It's important to do this first in the practice embrace, again, to put attention in that, in the connection and the opposite energies from the center, and the landing. Yes, the landing is very important in tango because if we go in one go, we are going to start going up and down. So here when I invite Anne to go, she's going to land first in the toes and then the metatarsal and then in the heel. So that creates the walk more smooth and without changing the level of the center.
So I am completely unrolling the foot slowly so that I create a sense of cushion in my steps, and I'm always staying with the direction towards my partner. One very common mistake in the walk as well is to do this, going back to the heel and back towards the leader after. We want to always keep this intention towards the leader, unrolling the foot and always staying in this direction. Exercise number 2 now is all about strengthening the connection and helping you keep this constant intention towards your partner throughout the dancing.
This is very important to keep the connection and to really feel the opposite energy or the resistance, let's say, from the follower, because we, the leaders, we need that constant resistance. If when we are dancing, if this resistance is not regular, our connection is going to go on and off. We are not going to be together all the time during the walk. So now I change her weight, and now when I start pushing the floor with my right leg to begin with the step, Anne is going to start pushing with her left leg against my chest. So here I can feel that she's pushing the floor
towards him in this direction.
Towards my center, yes. And then we are going to go together. So doing this exercise by keeping the frame, yes, and keeping the same distance, this will really help you to work to activate the supporting leg, yes. Followers and leaders, this is for both.
So for the followers, if we can continue, Pablo, we want to make sure that this is not happening here when we are doing this exercise, because if that's the case, it means you are losing the intention, the connection. You are going here like that throughout the dancing. So what you want to practice instead is to always keep the elbows. The elbows are not, nothing is happening in the elbows. I am not letting this and that happen. Exercise number 3 is all about helping you keep that strong connection while doing big steps, which is incredibly important in tango, so you have more possibilities musically in your dancing.
So we are going to do now the same exercise, but now chest to chest without the arms. So we leave 1 foot distance between each other, and we are going to push the floor to find the contact with our partner in the middle. So there is no contact with the hips, no contact with the bellies, but the contact is only with the chest.
And one often overlooked tip is, remember, at the beginning we told you to push the floor to go towards your partner. So here we are not going boom like this, parallel to the floor. We are still having this idea that we are pushing the floor and our intention is there instead of here. It's making us much lighter and much more active.
And then I change my weight, I change her weight, and then we walk together. So now we really need to extend the legs, forward from the ribs. Remember extending always the legs from the ribs. And we are going to do big steps. So here in the moment of the push, we are going to push together to do a big step. So here I'm pushing with my supporting leg, and Anne is pushing, is using me, is pushing the floor to push against my chest to go farther. So she's really taking this impulse by using my chest. She's pushing. So we feel all the constant pressure, the constant resistance in the chest while we are walking.
Followers, if your partner's knees or toes are touching you, here are 2 things you need to do absolutely. First, you need to make sure that you are strengthening your leg. You want to always have the free leg that is straightened. So we don't want this to happen. If you can start, Pablo. We don't want to have the knees bent. Instead, we want to create a beautiful line by stretching the knee. And also, as Pablo said before, we want to imagine that we are starting the movement of the walk, not from here, which is the beginning of our legs, but we imagine that our legs are starting from the ribs. So that way, when I am extending my legs towards the back, I am not extending them from the start of my leg, I am extending them from my ribs, which gives us more space. And space is always something that we are looking for in tango. So here, I am really extending from there, extending and keeping a straight knee. And then when we move forward, there is no way he's touching me because my leg is fully extended. So now you have worked on having the right intention forward, on extending the leg, on connecting with the intention. Let's put all of this together in the embrace and add power to your dancing. So we are going to go into the embrace and we really want to work on your projection.
So the reason why we build the walk in this way, starting from the open embrace and all this, is because we need to understand the technique of the supporting leg of the core to be able to liberate the arm. Because now when we go into the embrace, we are just hugging. We are not using the arms, we are not putting weight, we are not putting tension in the arms. So that way, for you to understand in your mind, in your body, to understand that the embrace has to be free, has to be relaxed. You
And
need
this
to
is
work.
working.
You need to work with the legs and the core before. Yeah?
Exactly.
So we engage the core, we engage the legs.
We leave 1 foot distance between us. We come with the intention
We
forward.
feel the pressure forward, and now we go into the embrace, the hug. We keep that feeling, and then we open the south embrace. So this is completely relaxed. We are not going to use the arms, and then we walk together with all the same technique, the same.
Push, the same stretch of the legs, the same connection forward, really staying with the idea of going towards our partner and up. And one common mistake that we see a lot at that stage is the leader and the followers not projecting. So this happens. What is happening here is that I am cutting the step of my leader because I am not allowing us to really take big steps on the dance floor. So what we do here is that we have the intention, we prepare our steps. He tells me we are going to start moving with the intention. I am staying with him and I am not transferring my weight yet. And then he's going to push through space and I do the same thing. So I let him land and then I land, which gives me the size of the steps. He lands and then I land. He lands and then I land. If I do not do that, I'm cutting the size of the steps and I am in a way leading because I am deciding on the size of the steps.
So yeah, that will be limiting the possibilities of the leader, expressing something maybe different with the music, doing big steps. So followers, make sure that you are, like, and say always, waiting and landing after the leader. You have to think that you are landing after. It's a very, very portion of second of after, but it's very important that you in your mind you think that you are landing after the leader.
Absolutely. If you follow this step-by-step process in really building your walk correctly, you are going to be able to bring a lot more power, connection, and musicality to your dancing. And the walk is not a step for beginners. In fact, advanced dancers show off the quality of their dancing with their tango walk because it's so versatile, so beautiful, and it gives you so many possibilities in your dancing. So now we show you tango dancing, focusing on the walk, so you can see how we express it with the music. There you have it, the 4-step process that will radically transform your tango walk if you practice it. And we really recommend that you do because once you know how to have a beautiful tango walk, then a door of possibility opens for you in terms of the creativity and the musicality you can add to your dancing. And if a musical walk is something you are interested in having, then we have a special next step for you, a free guide all about how to adapt your tango walk to the music. Whether the music is more legato, like we were just dancing to, more fluid, or whether the music is more staccato, more rhythmic. So in this guide, we explain to you how to go deeper and be more musical in your walk. We will put the link for you to download it for free in the comments below.
And remember that when you will start sending all the energy that you were using in your arms or putting in your arms, if you bring that to your core, to your legs, the embrace is going to feel amazing, the walk is going to feel amazing, and then you will start walking more in your dance. You will start bringing more quality, more elegance, and all what is important in tango. You will bring all that when you know how to do this.
Absolutely, and 99% of tango dancers prefer focusing on the steps instead on the walk and the quality of their dancing. So if you're still here with us right now, we love you, and it means that you have understood the true essence of tango dancing. If that's the case, please let us know in the comments how you are adding the walk into your dancing, and if you have any special tip to make your tango walk more comfortable for your partner. We love understanding better how you dance.
And please, keep learning and keep sharing your dancing, because the world of tango needs your embrace.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.